Hey guys, it's Andy.
What's up, guys? It's Chris.
And it's Daniel here, and welcome to our second episode of Four Eyes View. Today we're going to be talking about popular and current TV shows.
Spoiler alert!
You fucking moron.
You may or may not be spoiled on these shows. Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, and Westworld. Are you kidding me? You have been warned. Please watch anyway.
That's a blooper.
No, I'm keeping this. Enjoy.
So let's talk about the most popular shows that are going around today. I'm pretty sure that the most popular shows right now are Game of Thrones and Walking Dead.
I love Game of Thrones.
Well, I mean, I actually saw the first season of Game of Thrones, and when Ned Stark died, spoiler alert, just letting you know, I actually stopped watching the show because I hated him dying. Like, I felt it was so unfair for him to die. So after season 1, I stopped watching Game of Thrones.
That was iconic.
Yeah, it really was iconic.
It was iconic, but it was so wrong, man. Dude, I legit cried when he died.
I honestly think that it was iconic because J.R.R. Martin just wanted to set a tone that no one is safe in this world.
Yeah, and like that actually set, I mean, what I've heard from the show, that actually set like a good storyline for the rest of the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, especially with the Starks and the Lannisters.
Yeah, it's what fueled their anger.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So, but then they all end up dying eventually, like Robb Stark and...
Brilliant storytelling.
I hated that Robb Stark
The Red Wedding?
Let me tell you right now, I hated when the Red Wedding happened. I was so sad.
That shit was messed up.
That caught me off guard.
Dude, the pregnant lady got stabbed.
His wife. That caught me off guard.
Listen, there's a limit, but that was a bit too much. Like, that's messed up.
I honestly did not expect that. I was like, man, I was like, this is really good. Like, they're having a great time. Then out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, what the heck? I was like, no.
Yeah. No,
you gotta
I
be
remember
kidding
I
me.
didn't see the episode, but I saw the scene. I just searched up Red Wedding on the internet, and it was horrible.
Yeah, dude, and the way they just when they cut off the wolf's head and they put it like on his body.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's insane.
Yeah,
like,
so I don't know, I couldn't stomach that show. Like after the first season, after Ned Stark died, he died the second to last episode of season 1, and then I finished the last episode and I was like, I don't want to watch.
Did you notice when you saw it when he gets right before he gets his head cut off, he says something. But it's really difficult.
No, he words something. Yeah, he words something.
It's really difficult to notice, but
which I think
What did he say?
Well,
there's
I'm
a theory.
not exactly sure.
There's actually a theory
I don't think
about
they've announced or they've shown what he said.
But there's a theory about it because remember now going into season 7, season 6 when they do a flashback and he's there with
With what? With what? What happened?
What? We didn't do anything. We just put our phones on silent. How did that mess you up?
It's like, put your phone silent.
Apologies. Apologies, guys. My phone was not on silent either. So,
seriously, bro.
So basically, they go back in time, and when Bronn is with the Three-Eyed Raven. And the Three-Eyed Raven is basically, he can see everything.
Yeah.
He can control all things, past, future.
Control.
Eso mismo,
He can see all things.
He can see all things.
I mean, he can kind of change it because Bronn, when he calls him out, Ned Stark kind of like turns around. Young Ned Stark, obviously.
Yeah.
He turns around, and it was like, if he like whoa.
Because I haven't seen the show, but I heard that they went back in time.
Yeah, so essentially, back in time, his sister, Lyanna Stark, tells Ned, I need you to take care of this kid. Promise me that you won't tell anybody. Yeah. She tells him his name and everything, which I don't, spoilers I don't want to say, because, not ruin it for anybody if they haven't seen it, the name of the son. But essentially, what the theory is that he says, I kept my promise.
Yeah.
And I was an honorable man all along. When his wife, Lady Stark, always thought that he wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane. Anyways, so I think it's really good storytelling by
it's a good storytelling, but I don't know, just the tragedy of Ned Stark and how he died, and I just thought it was he was the most honorable character.
Yeah, it was tough, man.
Without a doubt.
I love that guy. He's such and I don't forget his name. He's such a great actor.
Yeah.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him going away like that.
I forgot the actor's name. I mean, I've seen him in a few big shows and movies too.
Yeah.
I know that he usually plays villains or bad guys in a lot of shows.
Yeah, he was in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Yeah, but
and Zeus in there. He's in other movies. I'm trying to think what of the movies, but I can't.
But I forgot his name. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just after that last episode where he died, I just couldn't watch the show anymore. I just
Oh,
was
man,
not. I was not into it. I lost complete interest.
You're really missing out on a lot.
No, yeah, you are. That show's really good.
Especially, but I'm the one person that just is not into the show. Because to me, the Lannisters always come out winning. Those pieces
the
of
Lannisters
crap.
sent their regards.
No, but for real though, the last season, that was that was dope.
Yes.
I did hear the last season.
Yes, I am exclaiming, or whatever it is you call it, dope for Andy. Like, however it is on the iMessage, you know how you can like explain whatever that thing is, and you can put like exclamation points or whatever. Yeah, that.
Yeah, but no, I mean, honestly, I'll stick to freaking Walking Dead and House of Cards. Well, I mean, House of Cards is completely
Well, let's get into a little bit of Walking Dead.
Well, I mean, honestly...
What do you think about this season?
Well, Andy hasn't seen the last, 3-4 episodes?
You know you don't have to get in so close.
My bad.
So,
I am terribly sorry.
Doesn't this sound horrible?
I will stop
on the video.
getting in that close.
No, but I mean, Andy, you haven't seen the last 3 episodes, right?
I haven't seen in House of Cards.
No,
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. I stopped. What's the guy's name? Reagan.
Negan.
Ronald
Reagan. Yeah.
Reagan.
I stopped when Negan, right? Was introduced. Yeah. When he was introduced.
So you didn't see who died?
No, I saw like Glenn died.
And
Glenn
Abraham.
died.
What?
And Abraham.
How was your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about that?
I wasn't surprised. And do you want to know why I wasn't surprised?
Because it was in comics.
No, because everybody told me the day before, and I wanted to cry.
Oh, they ruined it for you.
Well, I mean, honestly,
Wow.
that was really bad. Like that whole scene where
man.
Maggie had to see Glenn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
It's like.
And then when he's trying to speak to her, he's like,
yeah,
he's trying to say,
I
will find you.
I'm like, oh my god, man.
And he can't speak, and I was
doing his eyeball was popped out, and I'm like, damn, man.
But hey, if there's one positive to the death of both of them was freaking Abraham. Like
no,
when
but Abraham
Negan
still
just
sucked my
hits him,
nuts.
I love it. He was like, suck my nuts.
And then
and Negan's like,
but let me tell you.
Took him like a champ.
And I saw this video where the reason why Negan killed Abraham was because he appeared to be the strongest from the group.
Is this after or before Glenn dies? Because I don't remember this at all.
Right before.
Yeah, Abraham died before Glenn died.
Yeah,
so Abraham died, and then Daryl punched Negan.
Yes.
And then that led to Glenn dying.
So but essentially what happens? Yes, you're
right.
Well,
people say that.
What happens is Negan introduces himself, and he tells Rick and everybody, this is his world now, and everything you get, you have to give me. Pretty much like 50. I think it's like 50%.
Yeah, 50 or 60, 40.
Yeah. So, Rick being Rick, like he's still in this mode of. Like what I would call Rick mode, he's just he's a savage. He's just angry. Destroying anybody that gets in his way. So Rick tells pretty much tells him what he did to the people from Terminus.
Yeah, from Terminus.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I don't know when.
It may be today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But I will kill you.
Yeah, and then that's when Negan.
And then Negan starts cracking up, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
He starts mocking
him. Yeah. But here's what happens. So he chooses who, and that theory, that what you're talking about, the reason why he kills him. And there's also they're saying like how it's pretty ironic when you see the picture of all of them that lined up. Abraham's the one that's kind of like standing.
That's the most confident. He came off as the most confident. So therefore Negan felt threatened. So that's why taking Abraham out of the group, that was a big loss.
Big loss, yeah. He knew that he did the right.
I have a question.
Even Daryl was like.
I have a question. Is Negan dead?
No,
not yet.
Not yet. Well, here's the thing. In the comics, he does not ever die. They actually catch him, or they capture him, and they put him in prison for the rest of his life. So he actually never dies in the comics. So that goes to show that,
the show doesn't.
Well, I mean, the show may or may not follow that storyline of Negan never dying and Negan being put in prison, but it goes to show that we're not really sure what's gonna happen with Negan. I mean, I think he's gonna stay at least until the end of this season.
I think he should. I think he should go into season 9, and that's when, he goes into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but I mean, when Abraham died, that really got me, man. That Abraham was such a one-liner character. He'd always say these funny things and
so many. There's so many catchphrases that he has. Yeah. Like it was really. I don't remember any of them.
He was a really just entertaining
really
character
funny.
to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ever since, I mean, I love the show now. The season's been great. I mean, season 7 the beginning was good, but it got really slow.
Yeah, it was slow. Yeah.
And a lot of times I actually was getting bored of the show.
I liked it towards the end. That's when it began to pick up.
Yeah.
I feel like I really have to catch up.
You really do. You really do. You really need to catch up. But I mean, honestly, season 7, I'm gonna be honest, was not all that great. So you're probably gonna be pretty bored throughout. But it all leads up to the all-out war in this season.
Yeah.
Like it all leads up to something.
It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
And going back to why Glenn essentially gets killed is, so once he kills Abraham, he says, before he kills any of them, he's like, look, I don't want to kill any of you. And Negan's telling them, like, I don't want to. I want you to work for me. But I need to, essentially, I need you to, I want you to work for me. You have to work for me. And I need to make a statement.
Okay.
And in order for me to make a statement, I need to kill somebody because everybody's watching me. All my people are watching me.
I feel like that was in the series. Like he said that.
Yeah, I think it was in the series. Yeah. So he has to kill someone. So he kills. First. Well, before he kills him, he's like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And he points at Maggie.
Oh, and
Glenn freaks out.
Glenn jumped
at crying, freaking out. He's like, no, I don't want you. And he's like, no. He's like, no. And Negan's like, no. Put him back. Get him back. Get him here. And he goes, he warns him, and he tells him, the next time something like this happens, I'm not going to hesitate, and I'm going to kill that person or
someone else,
Yeah, because I'm in front of all my people. There's like, holy crap, there was a whole bunch
there were like 10
around.
times more saviors
Yeah,
than there were
and he was like, I need to show them that I'm a leader, and you do that again, I'm going to fuck you up, basically. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
So, he kills Abraham, and Daryl freaks out, gets angry, and gets up and punches Negan in the face, man.
But see, that's the thing. I believe that, well, it can go either way. People say that Glenn dying was Daryl's fault because, like, it's Daryl is a very, impulsive person. So
knee-jerking person?
Yeah, exactly. So when he's angry, he's gonna punch. He's gonna.
Oh, absolutely.
So
and especially when it's somebody cares about.
Yeah. So a lot of people blame Daryl for Glenn's death. I don't think that Glenn died because of Daryl. It just, I mean, I feel like Negan.
I think it was unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
Because he would have killed anybody. He just at that moment.
Yeah.
He picked. He picked Glenn, and I think there's a tactic to it. The reason why he picked Glenn was to make it worse. Because here's the thing:
that's gonna destroy
when
Maggie.
he literally and when he realized that they were
together,
lovers,
that they were together.
And when he realized they were together, he was like, oh, if I do this, now I'm just destroying even more their group.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's my essence. That's what I want to do. And it gets worse after that. He breaks down Rick. Like, Rick's boogers were coming out. It was insane.
When you move on to the end of the episode where Rick was actually going to cut Carl's arm off, and Negan stopped him like, all right, you listen to me.
Negan is brilliant.
Yeah,
yes.
I own you. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
So,
and he's like, you work for me. Yes. you freaking scavenge for me. Yes. You provide for me. Yes. Negan's like, for real. And Negan looks at him and he's like, Rick, do it. And Rick's like, no, I don't want to do it. And he's like, don't make me count, Rick. Don't make me count.
I've never seen Rick that destroyed before.
That was
sad.
Wait,
man.
so Rick had to cut Carl's arm?
Well, he was supposed to because Negan wanted
he did
to
it?
point. He didn't.
No, because Negan goes. He started. This is
right.
This is what makes him fantastic. He goes. Don't make me count, Rick. And then he's like, oh, and then Carl looks at his dad and he's like, just do it. So he hasn't done it yet. And then he's like, all right, you're gonna make me count. He's like, I think he counts in Mississippi's, was it?
Yeah.
He goes 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then Rick goes up and he's like, hey, relax, calm down. He grabs his face and he's like, you see, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's the face that I'm looking
That's
for.
the face I want to see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean,
that,
oh my God.
It's messed
What
up.
is that?
It's
nuts.
Negan, I mean, as much as I hate him, he's a very well done character. Like, he has destroyed Rick's group. I mean, this season they're sort of rebuilding and they're getting back up on their feet.
And it's gonna be phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be good. So,
what about Stranger Things? Have you guys seen Stranger Things?
Well,
I really want to.
I've only seen the first season. I haven't seen the second one.
How? No.
Listen,
No. How?
I've only seen the first
It's so
season.
good.
I know it's amazing. Honestly, like
what's the synopsis about it? Like, what is the
well, basically the whole plot.
Yeah, what's the story behind it?
So basically, there's this girl, 11.
Yeah, her name is 11. Also known as. Well, I'm gonna spoil it right now. So like.
Oh, she has another name.
Yeah, her name is 11, but her real birth name is Jane.
Jane.
Like Jane Doe.
Okay. All right.
I feel like that's the significance.
So yeah, so basically it's a lot of supernatural stuff and this extraterrestrial dimension with these like really
yeah, they're from the upside down.
The upside down.
Definitely.
And the upside down is like this
that.
world but just reversed.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's cold and it's snowing
and it's dark.
And it's dark. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just evil.
So yeah, so basically it's just a lot of like supernatural crap. Like it's a lot.
Yo,
but it
sounds really cool.
When the show first started, it was very like a lot of mystery. Like you didn't know what was going on. Like you weren't sure like what was happening. So that's honestly that part of the show where it was so unknown. It was a great show. The first season.
That's what makes shows great.
Yeah,
like it's very shows that are mysterious and like kind of leave you thinking, make you critically think, are the good shows.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I like.
I'm telling you, like you would come up with so many theories about what was going on in the show.
Well, of course,
like,
that's how it is.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But as the show went on, it got really good.
No, yeah, season 2 is amazing. I'm probably gonna spoil some things.
Well,
for you
is
guys.
is it better than season 1? Do you think?
I feel like I really felt like it wasn't. I felt like season 1 was a lot better than season 2.
Yeah, it's.
What is
hard
it
to top
missing?
that.
Like, what would you say? Season
Because-
2 could do to make it even better than what season 1 was.
In season 1, I felt like there was more of a conflict, but in season 2, it wasn't that much. It was just the mind flare affecting, and like releasing their
really?
demon dog things.
Oh.
So it was just that, but rather in season 1, you're dealing with the Demogorgon who can come out of walls,
Exactly,
who's a threat to everybody. Whereas
There was a
in
bigger
season 2,
threat. There was a bigger threat, like shit, like this thing's gonna kill us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in season 2, it just felt like they needed an enemy, so they just found one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's hard, especially when it comes to season 1. It's hard to top that. Like,
Yeah, that
when
was
you have
really
such
good.
a strong season 1,
Yeah. Oh,
it's hard to top that, man. And then they try to top it, and they just cannot get there to the same level that season 1 was.
That's like, there's a new show on HBO that just recently started in 2018. They're gonna do the second season. It's called Westworld.
Oh, I heard that was really
Insane.
never heard of that.
Insane show. Insane.
What's it about? I've never heard
It's
of it.
very essentially what it is. It's a futuristic show.
that takes place in the Wild Wild
Yeah,
West.
that takes place in the Wild West, and there's rich people that enter this playground, what they call a playground essentially, and they're robots. There's robots. They don't call them robots.
Sounds
they call
cool.
them I forgot what they call them.
I saw the first few episodes. I
Oh
haven't
my
finished the
goodness, I
season.
forgot what
Cyborgs?
they're called. No.
Oh.
Oh my
I know
goodness,
there's a special
forgot what
name
they
for
call
it.
them.
Like,
Yeah, there's a special name for it, and I forgot what they call them. But it's insane because you don't know who is
Who's
A robot.
technically an AI or a robot?
Yeah.
Who's real?
Oh,
and
that's
it
crazy.
confuses you because you're consistently thinking who are the robots and who
Or
are
but can they
real
feel
people.
like emotion and stuff?
Yeah, that's
They
what
can,
their objective
but here's the weirdest
is.
thing. So it's not really a spoiler that they can like go into the world and like pause time and like pause the robots in a way, and they can sort of like, let's say a robot
Yeah,
gets
they turn
like,
them
shot,
off. The hosts, they're called hosts.
Yeah.
There we go,
So
hosts. That's what.
Let's say an AI gets shot. They can like sort of bring them back to the facility and like repair them and then put them back in the world and start the scenario all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
So every time it's a different outcome.
Exactly. So here's the thing: the people that are rich, they go to have fun, to release their, reveal. No, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's
Well, to sort of study them in a way.
No, it's not study
Really?
them. Yeah, no, it's their fantasies. They want to go do their fantasies because like you got rich people that literally like they'll get the hosts that are women and they'll just want to have sex with them and live. They want to go through. Yeah, they want to go through a yeah, it's funny, but they want to go through their dreams, their fantasies, and they can live their fantasies through that world, and it's pretty insane. Like, I was mind blown because there's so much things. Each scenario plays out, like you said, Danny. Each scenario plays out, and I was like, yo, like, what the heck? This shit's insane.
Yo, wait. So
you're sitting there.
So Andy's over here fucking choking.
Yeah, dying of laughter. Dying of laughter.
I was sipping tea.
Yeah, he's dying.
And I choked on a piece of ice.
Yeah, choked on a piece of ice. Sure.
We were talking about Westworld.
Yeah,
choking on ice.
but it's really cool. You know, that's the synopsis. They're rich people go into a world of hosts, and they play out their fantasies, through these hosts, but these hosts are gaining intelligence. They're gaining consciousness.
I have a question.
Yeah.
By fantasies, do you mean sexual fantasies?
Every kind of fantasy.
Because you said fantasies, that was the first thing I thought of.
every kind of fantasy. Every kind of.
Every kind.
Full disclosure, any kind of fantasy that you guys can think of.
Yeah, which there is a lot of. Actually, there is sex.
That's disgusting. Let me tell you right now.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty messed up show, honestly.
Yeah, but it's brilliant.
Like I saw the. I remember I was actually on my way to Jersey in the plane, and they had Westworld playing, or you had like the option to watch Westworld.
It's brilliant.
And I saw the first 3 episodes, and I haven't been able to go back into it. Like I have to finish the season, but it was actually a very well-made show.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's HBO, like
Yeah,
Game of Thrones, Westworld.
That's what I was gonna say. Yep.
This show is just like in the sense of Game of Thrones that it's everywhere, so it's so overwhelming, but like in a pleasurable way, in a really happy way, because you're trying to figure everything. You're like, damn, I want to figure this out.
Yeah.
This needs
but
to, this, that.
HBO overall makes very good quality shows.
Yes.
And so is Netflix. Netflix, HBO, AMC. The only show they really have was Breaking Bad and Walking Dead.
Let's talk about a little bit about DC shows. Let's talk a lot about DC shows. Cut. Andy wants to end it, guys.
Yeah,
Andy wants to end it.
We have to end it because then it's gonna go past 30 minutes, and you know how much work that is for me.
It's been 30 minutes.
It's been 30 minutes already? Oh, man.
Yeah.
De pinga, caballero. Pero qué es esto, qué fenómeno, caballero.
Pero qué fenómeno.
Chris, you're like 2 centimeters away from having the mic down your mouth right now.
I'm so sorry.
There goes
I just get very
I
emotional
feel
and
like
very into it.
I feel like this should be like that.
the spit guard should be on
Should be
Chris's side.
in it. Woo! Oye, qué fenómeno, caballero.
Oh
Esta gente
my
no me deja
God.
hablar,
It's so
caballero. Esta
stupid,
gente no me
I
deja hablar.
Alright,
¿Tú
so,
sabes qué?
alright.
Esto es de madre.
So, Chris, you
Estoy
wanna,
aquí que casi estoy llorando.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Are
now,
you
let's
done?
go. Alright, Chris, take it home.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, so we're gonna take it home,
We're gonna
guys.
take it home.
So we had a great time here, with these buddies of mine. This is Andy.
This is Andy. You said this is Andy. You said that was Andy.
Like
I'm Andy, Chris, and
Yeah.
Daniel, yeah.
All right, guys. I'm Danny.
I'm Andy.
and I'm Chris, and this is 4 Eyes View.
Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say. You should hear it. Oh.
Bye.
Peace.
Dale.